I never expected to see such a miserable display of self-loathing from you.
Neither did I. Hello, my fellow enthusiasts. Today, a small sneak peek of episode 7 was released, and I am loving what I am seeing. For those of you who do not know, the sneak peek takes place about what seems like just a day, if not maybe just a few hours after the Heaven fiasco, with Charlie barricading herself within a room to avoid talking to anyone. The only problem being is that our radio demon decided to drop on by and give her some words of encouragement.
Now, is that any way to act after picking a fight with all of heaven and dooming everyone you love?
Well, at least what he would consider words of encouragement. Now, obviously, the link is in the description if you want to see it for yourself, but I have quite a few thoughts, even if they are going to be quick and straight to the point. I love seeing this because seeing characters develop after royally messing up is, in the words of Alistair, very entertaining. You see, Charlie in this scene is absolutely depressed over having failed all of her friends, and due to her attempt to make things better, she has ultimately doomed everyone. Because Adam, as he says in the previous episode, is planning on killing everyone there first thing during the next extermination, which is just a month away, if not sooner. Now, the reason this is promising is because we are finally seeing the negative side of Charlie, which in this situation is warranted. As she talks, it's clear that she doesn't entirely think she can do this. A moment that we haven't gotten since the pilot, at least not one that was particularly dragged out. Self-doubt is a wonderful thing for characters like Charlie. When a character's optimism must give way to realism, it can mentally damage the character for a temporary amount of time, especially if the situation they are accepting is particularly bleak. With her not even being able to look at her friends in the eyes due to her failure and accepting that she was worse than most because she offered them false hope of salvation. Whether this way of looking at it is correct or not in the long game doesn't matter. She only knows the here and now, and the here and now sucks, and it sucks much more because of her actions. Interestingly enough, Alistair serves as a voice of motivation and reason in this regard, almost as if he genuinely wants her to succeed, at least doing so in his own twisted method, serving as a mentor in this small moment. However, what makes this particularly interesting is when he says, "I know something you don't know." Now, if you haven't been paying attention, this was in response to her saying that Adam had an invincible exorcist army. This small sneak peek is somewhat nudging the idea that he's going to tell her that they can be killed. And if that's the case, he's most likely going to be working as the demon on her shoulder, slowly nudging her to a very bad path. Now, this changes a lot of things. If Charlie is forced to start killing out of self-defense, who knows what will happen for Heaven, Hell, or her character. Basically, we are in for a hell of a ride. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thanks to my patrons, remember to stay enthusiastic, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!